Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pharma Portal channel. If you've ever wondered what people actually get paid in the pharma industry, from the scientist discovering new drugs all the way to the pharmacist handing you your medicine, this video is for you. I'm breaking down real 2026 salary ranges, department by department, in both Indian rupees and US dollars. And stick around till the end because I'm going to reveal the top highest paying divisions in pharma right now. One of them might really surprise you. Let's get into it. Quick roadmap before we dive in. We are covering 17 departments across the entire pharma value chain, everything from early drug discovery to the pharmacy counter. For each one, I'll show you 4 career tiers: entry level with 0 to 4 years of experience, mid level from 4 to 10 years, senior from 10 to 20 years, and director or head level for anyone with 20 plus years. We'll also look at how pay shifts depending on whether you're at a global giant, an Indian domestic company, a CRO, or a consulting firm. Let's start at the very beginning of the drug journey. Think of a medicine's journey like a relay race with 5 legs. First, discovery and preclinical teams find and test a molecule in the lab. Then, clinical development takes it into human trials. Next, regulatory and safety teams get it approved and keep monitoring it once it's out in the world. After that, manufacturing and quality teams actually produce it at scale. And finally, commercial and patient access teams get it into pharmacies and into your hands. Every single one of these stages has its own set of careers and its own pay scale. And that's exactly what we're breaking down next. Before we look at individual departments, here's something really important. The same job title can pay very differently depending on who's hiring. A global MNC like Pfizer or Novartis is our baseline. Oncology and rare disease specialists usually pay 10 to 25% more. CROs or contract research organizations like IQVI and Parexel typically pay 10 to 20% less. Indian domestic companies like Sun Pharma and Cipla tend to pay 20 to 35% less than MNCs, and consulting firms like Accenture and Deloitte often start higher at entry level. Keep this chart in mind as we go through every single department. We start right at the beginning: drug discovery research. These are the medicinal chemists and molecular biologists hunting for the next breakthrough molecule. Entry level folks earn 6 to 10 lakhs in India or $75 to $95,000 in the US. By senior level, you're at 26 to 45 lakhs or up to $185,000, and push through to director level with 20 plus years, and you're looking at 46 to 70 lakhs or up to $260,000 in the US. Oncology and brain disease research pays even more on top of that. Before any drug touches a human, it has to pass through preclinical and toxicology testing. This team runs safety studies in the lab to prove a molecule won't harm people. Entry pay sits around 6 to 9 lakhs in India, $70 to $90,000 in the US, climbing to 20 to 40 lakhs or up to $175,000 by senior level. At the very top, director level toxicologists reach 38 to 75 lakhs or up to $230,000. GLP certified toxicology leads, that's good laboratory practice certification, earn a real premium here. Next up, clinical data management or CDM. This is the team building and cleaning the databases behind every clinical trial using electronic data capture or EDC. Tools like Medidata Rave. Entry level starts at 5 to 8 lakhs in India or $65 to $80,000 in the US. Senior CDM professionals reach 18 to 40 lakhs or up to $165,000. At the top, director level CDM professionals earn 38 to 65 lakhs or up to $210,000. Most of this work actually happens inside CROs, contract research organizations, rather than in-house. Now here's one of the big ones: biostatistics. If you're good with numbers and statistical software like SAS or R, this field pays extremely well because there's a genuine global shortage of skilled biostatisticians. Entry level pay is already 7 to 11 lakhs in India, $85 to $105,000 in the US. Senior biostatisticians reach 32 to 60 lakhs or up to $210,000. At director level, we're talking 60 to 95 lakhs or up to $280,000. Keep this one in mind. It's going to come back later in our top rankings. Clinical operations covers 2 key roles: the CRA or Clinical Research Associate, who monitors trial sites, and the CTM or Clinical Trial Manager, who runs the whole study. Entry level CRAs earn 5 to 10 lakhs in India, $72 to $95,000 in the US. Senior Clinical Trial Managers reach 25 to 62 lakhs or up to $190,000. At director level, that's 60 to 90 lakhs or up to $230,000 in the US. Field-based CRAs in the US usually earn a bit more, thanks to travel allowances baked into their pay. Pharmacovigilance, or PV, is all about drug safety after a medicine hits the market, tracking side effects and spotting warning signals early. Entry pay is 4 to 7 lakhs in India, 60 to $75,000 in the US. Senior PV professionals now reach 26 to 70 lakhs, or up to $200,000. At director level, that grows all the way to 70 to 92 lakhs, or up to $240,000. Fun fact, India has become a genuine global hub for PV case processing for companies like Novartis and AstraZeneca. This one's close to home for me, Regulatory Affairs, or RA. This team prepares the dossiers, manages labeling, and liaises with health authorities to get drugs approved and keep them on the market. Entry level is 4 to 8 lakhs in India, 62 to $85,000 in the US. Senior RA professionals now reach 18 to 54 lakhs, or up to $195,000. At director level, that's 50 to 88 lakhs, or up to $270,000. Specialists in regulatory information management systems and digital submissions earn even more on top. Medical writing is the team that turns dense trial data into clinical study reports and protocols. Entry pay is 5 to 12 lakhs in India, 65 to $100,000 in the US. Senior medical writers reach 28 to 60 lakhs, or up to $210,000, rising to 50 to 90 lakhs, or up to $260,000 at director level. If you can write regulatory grade, submission ready documents rather than just publications, you learn noticeably more. Quality assurance, or QA, makes sure everything on the factory floor follows GMP, good manufacturing practice, rules. Entry pay is 4 to 6 lakhs in India, 55 to $70,000 in the US. Senior QA leads reach 15 to 32 lakhs, or up to $155,000. At director level, that's 30 to 65 lakhs, or up to $210,000. QA heads running sterile or biologics plants earn a nice premium over standard tablet making facilities. Quality control, or QC, is the lab team actually testing every batch before it ships. Entry pay starts around 3.5 to 5.5 lakhs in India, 50 to $65,000 in the US, climbing to 13 to 27 lakhs, or up to $145,000 by senior level. At director level, that's 25 to 60 lakhs, or up to $190,000. India's massive generics industry, think Sun Pharma, Cipla, Aurobindo, employs more QC professionals than almost anywhere else in the world. Manufacturing and production is where the actual medicine gets made at scale: plant operations, process engineering, and technology transfer. Entry pay is 4 to 6 lakhs in India, 55 to $70,000 in the US, rising to 13 to 35 lakhs, or up to $165,000 by senior level. At director level, that's 30 to 65 lakhs, or up to $215,000. Vaccine and biologics manufacturing plants tend to pay noticeably more than standard tablet plants. Supply chain and logistics keeps medicines moving. Demand planning, cold chain logistics, distribution compliance. Entry level is 4 to 6 lakhs in India, 55 to $70,000 in the US, growing to 16 to 38 lakhs, or up to $175,000 by senior level. At director level, that's 35 to 54 lakhs, or up to $210,000. Cold chain specialists handling temperature-sensitive vaccines and biologics earn a real premium over standard distribution roles. Now let's talk about medical affairs, and specifically the MSL role. That's medical science liaison. These are scientifically trained people, often PharmDs or PhDs, who engage directly with doctors and key opinion leaders, or KOLs, because it demands an advanced clinical background from day one. Entry pay is already 8 to 16 lakhs in India, 95 to $145,000 in the US. Senior MSLs reach 35 to 48 lakhs, or up to $210,000. At director level, we're talking 50 to 97 lakhs, or up to $290,000, one of the highest ranges in this entire report. Market access and HEOR, health economics and outcomes research, is about proving a drug is worth what it costs to insurers and governments. Entry pay is 7 to 11 lakhs in India, 85 to $105,000 in the US. Senior HEOR professionals reach 25 to 48 lakhs, or up to $195,000, growing to 45 to 93 lakhs, or up to $280,000 at director level. This has become one of the fastest growing pay bands in all of pharma commercial functions. Sales and marketing covers everything from medical representatives on the ground to brand managers running commercial strategy. Entry pay is 4 to 7 lakhs in India, 55 to $75,000 in the US. Senior commercial leads reach 20 to 39 lakhs, or up to $175,000, climbing to 40 to 70 lakhs or up to $230,000 at director level. And remember, these numbers don't even include sales incentives and bonuses, which can add another 15 to 30% on top. Finally, at the very end of the value chain, we reach pharmacy, the retail, hospital, and clinical pharmacist actually handing patients their medicine. Here's something surprising. In India, entry pay is just 3 to 5 lakhs, but in the US, it's a whopping 110 to $125,000 because a licensed PharmD is mandatory and pharmacists are in short supply there. That gap barely narrows even at director or chief pharmacist level. And here's a department that didn't even exist at this scale a few years ago, the Digital Innovation Group. This team builds RPA or robotic process automation and AI and machine learning tools that speed up regulatory and clinical workflows. Entry pay is 6 to 10 lakhs in India, 75 to $95,000 in the US. Senior specialists reach 30 to 68 lakhs or up to $220,000. Director level reaches 65 to 90 lakhs or up to $280,000. This is the single fastest growing pay band in all of pharma right now. And yes, it's going to show up in our top rankings too. Let's zoom out for a second and compare everything side by side. This chart shows senior level pay in India across all 17 departments at a glance. Notice how medical affairs, biostatistics, and market access clearly stand taller than the rest of the pack. And over on the manufacturing and quality side, the bars are noticeably shorter. Keep this picture in your head because we are about to count down the highest paying divisions in all of pharma. Alright, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Counting down the highest paying divisions in pharma for 2026. At number 4, Market Access and HEOR, Health Economics and Outcomes Research, proving to insurers that a drug is worth its price. At number 3, and this one might surprise you, the Digital Innovation Group, AI and automation skills applied to pharma are now commanding some of the biggest premiums in the entire industry. At number 2, Biostatistics, thanks to a serious global shortage of skilled statisticians. And at number 1, Medical Affairs and the MSL role, the Medical Science Liaison, because it demands deep clinical expertise from day one, it tops every single chart we looked at today. If any of these surprised you, let me know in the comments which one you didn't expect. So, what's the big picture lesson here? Roles that need a deep clinical background, like medical affairs and pharmacy in the US, beat out purely technical roles at every single level. Scarce, hard to find skills, whether that's advanced statistics or AI and automation, get paid a real premium. The company you work for can swing your salary by 20 to 35%, even in the exact same job. And don't forget, none of these numbers include bonuses or equity, which can add another 10 to 30% on top. Now, a quick word on where these numbers actually come from, because accuracy matters. I pulled and cross-checked data from Glassdoor, Naukri.com, LinkedIn Jobs, and directly from company career pages for places like Pfizer, Novartis, AstraZeneca, and Accenture Life Sciences. I also referenced PayScale and US government labor statistics for the American figures. That said, real offers always vary by city and by negotiation. So treat these as a strong starting benchmark, not the final word. And that's a wrap on pharma salaries for 2026. If you found this useful, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment telling me which department you work in or want to break into. I read every comment and I'll be doing a deep dive video on a few of these departments soon, so subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you found this video helpful, do hit the like button, subscribe to Pharma Portal so you never miss a new video, and drop your questions or comments in the section below. I read every single comment. Also share this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.